Hello class, good afternoon. So this week our topic is describing outcomes in simple experiment. So for example, if I will toss a coin, what is the probability of getting a head or a tail? So since there is only two possible outcome, which is head and tail, so getting a head is 50% and getting a tail is 50% or one half. So on our way on finding answer to a question, it is carry out probability experiment. So in getting ready, each flip a coin is called a trial. So a set of 100 trials can be carried out from the experiment, and a tally chart is used to record the results of the given trial. So flipping a coin is an experiment, and the result of that experiment is the outcome. So dropping a water bottle is predicting how it will land is an experiment. The experiment will produce a result, and this is called an outcome, and each outcome is called event. So the likelihood that an event will happen is known as probability. So let's start with this problem. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cards with 5 blue cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 green cards, 1, 2, 3. So total of 8 cards or color cards. So when they ask you what is the probability of getting a green card, so probability can be expressed in numbers and in words. So in numbers, you can express it as likely, unlikely, impossible, equally likely, and certain. While in numbers, it can be in fraction form, in decimal form, or in percent form. So in our example, with this one, it is less likely that we will pick a green card than a blue card, because green card is outnumbered by the blue card, or in short, there are more blue cards than green cards, so there is lesser chance of picking a green card than the blue one. So it is possible to pick a green card first than a blue one. So if that would be the question, and it is yes, but it is less probable or lesser chance because there is less number of green card than blue card. I will repeat, in this problem, is there a possibility or it is possible to pick a green card first than a blue card? Yes, but it is less probable, or um, there is a lesser chance that it will happen because there are more green cards than there are more blue cards than green cards. So the probability of an event happening can be described as certain, likely, equally likely, unlikely, and impossible. So you can see it in this number line. If it is 0, then it is impossible. Then in between 0 to equally likely or 50%, that is unlikely. In between equally likely and certain, that is likely. And certain, it means that 100% chance that an event will happen. So probability of 1 is certain or 100% chance. Probability of 0 means it is very impossible or impossible to happen. And probability of 1/2 means that there is 50-50 chance of happening or equally likely. So aside from those, of course, we have probability wherein the numerator probability that is unlikely and likely. So just like with our example, in 5 blue cards, 3 green cards with a total of 8 colored cards, the probability of green card is 3/8. Why 3/8? Because we have 3 green cards and the total number of cards that we have is 8. So 3/8 or 3/8. Next question is, what is the probability of picking a blue card? Count the number of blue cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is the numerator. And the total number of colored cards, that is 8. So the answer is 5/8. The probability of picking a blue card is 5/8. Green card 3/8, blue card 5/8. So since 3/8, when you convert that one, you can locate this fraction in this part or in between impossible and equally likely. So if it is in between impossible and equally likely, it means that the chance is unlikely. Next, 5/8. So 5/8, it is bigger or greater than 1/2. So you can locate it in between equally likely and certain. So in this part, because 1/2 here, you can write it as 4/8. So 5/8 is in between equally likely and certain, and the probability in between equally likely and certain is likely. So therefore, the probability of picking a blue card first is likely, while picking a green card is unlikely. So what if the question is, what is the probability of picking a colored card? So that would be 8/8 or 1 or 100% or certain. Why it is certain? Because we have 8 colored cards and we have 8 cards in total. So it means that 8/8, or that is 1, or it can be expressed in word as certain. So in a question for your activity, answer check your understanding on page 390. Take a clear photo of your answers and send it via private message. Deadline April 21.